Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Fatal Frame 5. This is just talking about some of the events from the previous chapter. Ren saw Rui get taken away, and he had a dream that she was in that area with the library that we were in a previous video. So for some reason he thinks that's where she is. I guess he's psychic. Now that you're all caught up to speed, welcome back, and joining me today are Master G and the Games Librarian. Welcome back, guys.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, Harry Potter's in the Forbidden Woods outside Hogwarts.
He is.
Oh god, this fucking one.
Yep. So...
Oh god, is this... I think I know what this one is. Granted, he does fuck around with, like, a lot of different fucking ones.
He does,
in
yeah.
the woods.
He's lost Hermione.
Yeah, so this first area is actually something I don't think we come back to, which is a rare thing for this game. And from my perspective now, anybody watching, I've actually completed this game, so I actually know what happens. But there's a couple things we can do over here. We can take a picture of a ghost. And I'm trying to walk up these stairs and not run into a wall. For some reason, I thought what these ghosts were saying was going to actually mean something, but I don't think it does.
I guess they just do it more for atmosphere purposes.
It might mean something tangential to something that you read in a document, maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as far as I can tell, it doesn't seem to mean anything. Interesting place to try out my new mic mid-video, but I had hoped that those messages these ghosts were saying would help the player out at some point when it comes to getting a particular ending or surviving an encounter with something, but they seemed pretty pointless to me. And they were going on about hearing something over Discord that I never heard, and it didn't pick up in the audio.
The pillar would soon be exhausted.
Anyways, there's some messages that you can read, hauntings notwithstanding. Pause them if you want to read them.
This cannot be allowed to happen.
Basically, I will try summarizing a lot of these documents when they relate to our characters, otherwise I don't care enough to do it, so...
Yeah, it's basically on about black water and pure water.
Blame me on that. A lot of it is just, you have to actually dig through and be like, okay, that was a long-winded way of saying this and that.
Yeah. They do go into very extensive detail on these rituals and everything going on in the story, and I'm just not that interested at this point. And I'll get more into my thoughts on the story, and I'm sure you'll have your thoughts too on the story as we get towards the end of this LP, but I will let a lot of that play out first before we actually go into that.
It's basically drained you out.
And there's Type 0 film. Always nice, although we get such a low amount of it in this game. It's not like it's the rocket launcher from Resident Evil where it one-shots almost everything.
Right.
So I'm not sure why they give you that in such limited supply. Once I start using that consistently, it's not that fantastic. I think you were talking about that in the last video, how the upgraded film is a little better, but not that great.
Yeah, I got to a certain point where I'm just like, alright, it'll take me a long time, but I don't have to really worry about reloading with, like, the base level film.
Yeah.
It's just, you don't get enough of the higher ones design-wise. So it's just like, and it doesn't save you really that much time.
Yeah.
Like, if it one-shotted a ghost, or, like, 2 or 3-shotted, that's different. But if I'm still doing there about, like, 20 shots...
Yeah,
you just got to keep pulling around. It's nutty.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
And the biggest question is, who's lighting these fires and candles in an abandoned woods?
Ghosts?
That,
I don't know.
actually not the. That actually is a reasonable one, but it gets even weirder, and you're like, oh god, we've got even bigger questions to ask now.
Yeah, that's something you can ask in the God of War series as well. A lot of the abandoned places that Kratos walks around in, there are lanterns, and you're like, okay, who actually lit those candles? But I honestly never thought about that. I don't know why, I just never
Ambience
did.
goblins.
Yeah, there you go.
They're like the behind the stage people, like on a stage play, but they
Yeah.
like pop out like, yeah, they're getting close. Here's some light.
Hey, look, we got ghosts, and these guys can fuck off.
Yes. God, these were annoying motherfuckers.
Yeah, they get worse as the game goes on. When you have to face multiples of these dudes, especially in a room like this, but just multiples in general, it's not fun. If I hadn't taken the extra steps that I took to make this game a little easier on me, since I just wanted it done, I would be quite mad right now. Or when I was playing this, I would have been quite mad, I should say. These guys are not great. I think I handled this fight relatively okay, but there are later ones where things don't go so well. And what I said originally spawned a conversation for about a minute that I worry could gross some people out, so I decided to cut it. It was kind of funny, but at the same time, I don't think anybody needs to hear what we were talking about. And then once we get done fighting these ghosts, then we can leave. Until we catch back up with our commentary, I'll just say that I'm really hoping this new microphone works out. I bought it with a mixer, and this mixer has a bunch of different options that I think are really going to help out, especially if I do a game where I have to read out the dialogue. Those aren't exactly games I want to get into because of all the work that's involved, but if one does come up, something like Shadow Hearts, for example, it will give me some options to change my voice for each character. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I legit thought that door was locked. Maybe that's a later chapter when we come in there, but I thought we only came to that area once, so I don't know. Maybe I cut that. Who cares? Speaking of cutting, I cut a lot of my trek through this woods because you've seen it before and it doesn't get any more exciting.
Yep, nothing of value was lost.
No, it was not.
Sorry, people who was counting that same tree you passed 998 times.
Yep.
No, not going to get to 1,000 now.
Nope.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Literally, like...
And here I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck I am because all I'm seeing is walls. I didn't think, oh, just use the where do I go button. But that's basically how I'm going to handle those woods for the most part.
That's pretty much all you really can do.
Yeah.
Like, nothing really happens in them.
I go down here. I'm not going to show me exploring down there. I think I found some Type 0 film. Maybe something else. I don't remember now, but I didn't want to show any of that. And as I was recording this, that's already how I planned on doing it. I even paused the recording, so I didn't record even any of that, so... You're not missing anything except me fumbling in the dark. And there's no other point in the game where we have to go down there, so... I'm never going down there again. What y'all saw of me going down there was all you're gonna get. It's not that exciting. Much like these files.
There are no X-Files.
No, they're not. Although these stories could make good cases for the X-Files.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Back in the day. Although I will say this, we have been a bit critical of the way this game tells its story, and I feel like that's all valid. In fairness, all the way back to the first game, a lot of the plot lines, especially the supernatural stuff and the rituals, a lot of those stories are told through files. So that's kind of been a thing they've done since the beginning. But the problem is, So the first game, the story was simple. You play as Miku for the most part. You play as her brother at first, and then he goes missing, and then you play as Miku for the whole game, looking for her brother. So it's a pretty simple story. You don't really need a whole lot in there. You're just trying to get through this fucked up situation to find your brother. But they're trying to do different things in this game, many of which have potential. I don't think anything we do as Harry Potter has any potential. This character I'm not really a big fan of, to be honest. But there's stuff in this game, story-wise, that has potential, but they don't do anything with it, and it needs more fleshing out. It's not a simple story where you don't really need much.
Right. It like convolutes it for no reason. And you're just like, if you pared it down and looked at like what you wanted to achieve with the potential and executed it well, it would have worked out better.
Yeah, well, there's this idea that our girl Yuri, she suffers from depression due to losing her family. I don't know if it was an accident. It probably said in a file somewhere that I didn't read, but she's suffering from depression and wanting to end herself. And we got a little bit of that in some of the cutscenes that we have had, but it's not until pretty much the end of the game where we're actually going to get info on her bond with that chick that she's been looking for. And that's all stuff that would have been really nice to know early in the game so that there would be some connection with her.
It's not value add. That's important for the plot and for us to understand character connections.
Yeah.
That's important info.
Yeah, and you guys will see that once we get to that video. That's probably 2 videos. That might be next video, actually. It's either next video or the one after. I can't remember. And all I could think of once we get there is, well, this would have been nice to know. Thanks, Ghost. That was awesome of you. It would have been nice to know that stuff at the start so that we know why we care beyond, hey, a girl's gone missing and we want to help her. I mean, that's cool and all. It's just, there's actually a thing to that. And it's not bad. It's just, it would be nice to know. We're going to get a funny glitch when I put my hands through a ghost later on this video where you'll see it glitch through the wall.
Ooh.
Made me laugh when I was editing it. Just for anybody watching, I'll go ahead and fill y'all in. Basically, Yuri, I forget Herzoka, the chick that was kind of like her mentor at the start of the game, basically kind of took her in and kept her from jumping to her death. And kind of gave her a friend and helped her find a reason to live again. So that's all stuff that you really need to know early on.
Very much so.
Not crammed in the last 5 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
Or plot dumped on you in like the last 30.
Yeah. That's how I felt when I saw that Resident Evil movie, the first one. Once I got over the fact that, hey, this isn't the games or anything like that, once I realized, okay, it's its own thing, I still had issues with it because all of the plot happened at the end of the movie.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so all I need to see is the last 30 minutes of the film then.
Exactly. A good horror kind of movie doesn't just wait and splooge all the plot info in the beginning. You want it seeded throughout so that way you get the power of that reveal instead of I'd just been seeing somebody running away from like some monster for like almost 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we get to the last 10 and we finally understand what it all fucking means. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But at that point, you're so tired from it, you're just like, whatever.
Exactly. And just a quick comment on what the ghost was saying. Yeah, I already know what ending we were getting, so no need to smack talk there. Cunt. I agree. I don't like that because it's like I'm going throughout this whole movie and I don't know what's happening, and it's not done in a good way where I care and I'm interested in what's going to happen, because there's good ways to do reveals.
Very much so. It's unfortunately one of those bad tropes that keeps popping up in horror games and like horror movies where they're like, We gotta wait until the end to reveal shit.
Rui.
You came for me.
Oh, there we go. We just got dragged into some other place.
You could look at it that way.
Rude. We came to help her, and she's dragging us into some other hell place.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh, I was thinking them woods that you're walking around are they based off that real woods in Japan?
The mountain is based off of a real self-deletion spot in Japan, I believe. I'm not 100% on that, but I think it is.
Yeah.
Got similarities with those kinds of like hot spots and stuff.
Yeah. The first game was originally advertised as based on a true story, and then you come to find out, no, there was like a couple little things that were kind of based off reality, but it was its own thing. So I don't know why that was a thing they did.
Yeah,
I love that
kinda
it's like based on a true story, and it's like once you start digging, it's like, oh, there's this thing in this mountain. It's like, no, somebody like fought a chicken in a KFC or something. It's like, okay, that's got no connection whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's true, she did drink this brand of tea.
Yeah, it's like 1%
KFC.
based. Yeah. It's like 1% based in reality, and everything else is something different. And
Yay.
it's like, I don't think that game needed that. Now, admittedly, these games were never promoted. This is a very niche series, and I still do like it. It's just, it could be so much better.
Agreed. Like, it's really weird that this was the first one that I kind of played in this series, and I'm just like, okay, I really wish I could have played like some of the better games first, but I'm trying to show I want to like see where this series can go.
Well, that's why I bought this for PS4. I bought it on Steam, which is where I ended up playing it. And then I bought it for the Games Librarian. So I've actually bought 3 copies of this damn game.
Well, let nobody say you didn't fucking support it then, especially the studio.
Exactly. And my hope was what we're getting is that they would do the same thing with the 4th game, which should be out in a few weeks, actually.
March.
Yeah. Of course, by the time this is posted, it'll have been out for a month or two already, but, you know, hey.
Yeah.
And yes, I will be playing it, but I'm going to give it some time because I want them to fix any bugs that come up, because you know there will be bugs.
Oh, yes.
There are always bugs.
Yep.
If it's not Callisto Protocol bad, though, then we're doing okay.
Indeed. What went wrong with that game?
Or Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh God.
I'm going to guess, to answer your question, poor optimization? Because I think the console versions of Callisto were fine.
That's what I pretty much heard as well.
It's just the version Ty played was the PC version, and that one is just not good.
It was like when Arkham Knight came out, the PC port of that was terrible.
Oh.
Yep.
Did they ever fix it, or is it still bad?
I think it's fixed by now.
I would hope so.
If they didn't fix it, the modding community would have come out in the droves to fix it. Them heroes.
Yeah, they do the work of
Yep.
giants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I successfully modded an uncensored cutscene into this game. Get out my face!
Take that, censors.
That's right. It wasn't even anything that needed to be censored. It was a chick in a bikini.
It's always weird what things get censored and what things don't.
I'm guessing it was based off of this originally being a Nintendo exclusive. But
Yes, no, that would make sense.
because in Japan, they had bikinis as unlockable outfits. Which, okay, I mean, sure, I don't care either way, but it does seem like an odd thing to censor. It seems like an odd thing to put in the game as an unlockable, but okay. And modders have already got mods for that, so if you want to put them in.
Yeah, it's especially with like certain other kind of mature games that are on like Nintendo systems with like violence and whatnot.
Yeah.
Nintendo's always been under the guise of being family friendly when it really isn't.
Right.
You dig into those games and there's nothing family friendly about them.
I can't remember exactly how it goes, but a friend I used to have, who used to be on a lot of my videos, she was telling me this whole bit about Mario and Luigi and how Mario was always horrible to Luigi. And, like, she was telling me something about some game where you could play as Luigi and beat Mario at something. I don't know if it's Mario Golf or something like that.
Tennis.
Tennis. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, then you can finish.
Yes.
Go for it.
Luigi beats Mario in tennis and Mario goes over to congratulate Luigi, but while he's doing that, he's grinding his shoe onto his foot
Yeah.
in a really nasty way.
Did I just take a hit when these ghosts were gone, or are they still around? No, there's one. Never mind. Yeah, so apparently Mario is just horrible to Luigi for no reason. And it's like, okay, in Luigi's Mansion, why is Luigi helping Mario out with all these ghosts?
Because he's a scaredy cat. He's scared of Mario, I don't know. Even though Luigi's supposed to be the stronger of the two.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
odd. And one of those kind of cynical, I guess, underbelly of Nintendo things you were talking about before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good of you to have come. My dear Master Asso, you are most welcome. Now then, shall we go to see your beloved bride-to-be? She is waiting for you. This way, please. Follow me. Can you walk?
Yes. I've been waiting for you for so long.
Okay, that's a bit weird. I'm not sure how we got here now, but we're back in that library area. Something I wanted to mention, there are files talking about this guy named Asso, I think his name is. I remember reading a few of them when going through this game. It's funny because they say Master Asso, and I can't help but think, Master Asshole? 'Cause that's what it sounded like to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that song. The song's just called He's an Arsehole.
I think I know what you're talking about, actually, which is rare.
They used it on the Don't Drink and Drive ad over here as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those weird subplots. It gets brought up in Harry Potter's story in this game, but mainly at the end. It's something that you have to read the files to really get into, which goes into what we were complaining about earlier, with all the story being told through files.
Yeah.
I wish they at least looked at these files and talked about them or something so you could get some kind of tangible attachment to these stories.
Yeah, because you'd see that whole scene with her being dressed up kind of like a bride, and you're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And evidently, it's when making these pillars with these maidens in order to extend their durability, for lack of a better word, for that way they don't go insane and go Blackwater. They would, like, essentially throw dudes in there to marry them to kind of even them out or whatnot. But that only works for so long.
I was going to say, like, that dude's going to die eventually, which brings me to a question about the end of the first game, where it's like, Miku's brother was going to die eventually. I'm not sure why he stayed with that ghost girl. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm starting to realize I really need to not expect the series to make any sense. It's like Onimusha.
Maybe she had a cracking pair of tits.
I mean, I've
Maybe?
LP'd the game. Ty's LP'd the game, so you can watch either. Jimmy's also LP'd it, so you're welcome to watch any of those and let us know. I don't remember focusing on her tits because I was just happy to be done with the game because there's an element of that final boss I didn't care for.
I get that.
And I'm assuming, of course, anybody watching this has already played the first game, except, of course, for you guys. But y'all are just on for the video. But
Indeed.
oh, here it is. I think this is it. Either it's definitely this area. Okay, it's this ghost here I was talking about. I was laughing at the glitch we're gonna get. Go stick your hand in the ghost. You can just see the tear with the wall there. There it is.
Oh, God.
Chris, I was talking to you yesterday when I was editing this, and yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
Alright, that's pretty sweet.
This next thing takes me a minute to find, so I'm going to eventually cut to when I found it. You gotta find this thing. I got really sick of these things too. It's a staple of the series, but they weren't this annoying to find. Where you gotta find these things to take a pictures of. Like, this one took me forever to find.
I understand. This one was kind of weird.
Yeah, there's another one in the final chapter with this guy that also annoyed me. And speaking of which...
Oh, this
fight's massively edited because I don't like this fight at all.
Don't blame you.
The timing and when you can actually hit this thing seems to be very limited, or I'm just not aiming in the right spot, or both.
Ghost in a box.
Well, boxes are a theme of this game, so yeah.
Yep.
Although the second game had a woman in a box, I believe. Damn it.
Was it a cardboard box?
I believe a wooden box.
Ah.
I don't think they had cardboard back in this. Well, Okay, they're actually in relatively modern times, but these areas were built in a long time ago. I don't know. There's actually a phone in here, so... Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's a wood box. I don't know.
I was referencing an old song there.
Okay. Well, clearly I missed that reference. I love when we get these files that I assume have something to do with the ghost that we just fought, and it's like, yeah, I'd like to have known that before dealing with the ghost, so I had some idea of what I was dealing with, but okay. Cool game.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for that.
Okay, I've looked it up. Cardboard was invented in 1817.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
Interesting fun fact. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of this area. Let's get the fudge out of here. Only to have to come back here later, I'm sure. I actually don't remember. And this bit here just summarizes the chapter. Why it's here, I don't know. Either way, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and we will see y'all next time with more Fatal Frame 5.